So everybody talk about building a tribe. Everybody talk about giving a tribe as part of their close. So the question is this: how do you construct a tribe as part of your close? So in this video, I'm going to talk about how to do that. But before I do this, I will ask you to do me a favor. Click subscribe button if you haven't done that, because that will allow my videos to reach out to more people and help them. And also hit the bell and get notified. Hit the bell and get notified so that when the next video is up, you will be notified. Would that be okay? Thank you very much. All right, so let me talk about this tribe close, or most importantly, as part of the close. Many speakers, trainers I've seen, they will throw in this, create their own Facebook community, create their Telegram community, create their WhatsApp community. It's like every single one, recently I noticed, incorporate this community as part of their offer. Now, one thing I've noticed is this: when you create a close called community or tribe close, I have a questions for you. What roles do you play in this community? Because there's only one thing that can make a difference in this close, that is, what's your role? Because every single one in the offer, they will say, okay, please join me in this offer. You'll be admitted, you'll be joining this community. But the problem I've seen is this: what exactly is your role? What exactly do you play in this? So whenever you're working with someone, whenever you're creating a community, I've seen that there are actually 5 different roles a person can play. And part of the reason why I believe that these 5 roles are important to understand is because when you explain how this community is going to grow and the members can support each other, you are very clear what role you can play, so that when the participants ask you, so what is this community about, you can explain how it was. Okay? So there are 5 roles that I can talk about, and these are all based on my experiences. I don't think it's written anywhere. So take good notes or rewind the video so that you get to see again. Okay? So role number 1, we call networker. So imagine a community when people come to this community and they don't know each other. A networker basically is the bridge to link the point A and point B together. So you could have a Tom, you could have a Mary, both join in this community, but they may be shy, they do not want to talk to each other at first instance. So a networker is the person in the center and introduce Tom to Mary and Mary to Tom. So networker in this sense. So then now Tom and Mary get to know each other and create their conversation. That's what a support can happen in a community. So this is the first role called networker. Role number 2 is called promoter. So promoter in essence is just to set up the community, the contacts, and promote people to join. So imagine you're just like an event organizer. All you do is to fill the room, and the rest of the team will then do the part. So your job is just to build a tribe. To me, it is the least amount of effort to do it, because you have already got people in the room listening and watching your offer. If they embrace your offer, then the community will just be built on its own. So therefore, the biggest problem of this is, what do you offer to these members when they decide to come to this community? What do they expect? What are their expected behavior? What are they supposed to contribute? So you do need to understand and figure out what else are supposed to have in this community. Not just put people in the room as a community and say, okay, you deal with yourself and you do whatever you want. Like this is not cool, right? So this is the second role called promoter. The third one is called cheerleader. So you can have already got a room, people are embracing themselves, talking to each other, but sometimes it can be boring, because in a room where people are strangers, even though you have networker, in my early example, you have got Tom and Mary started talking to each other, but this is just one-on-one. Because imagine a community with more people, this requires a lot of effort to bring people into the community and have conversation. So you want the cheerleader, and the cheerleader's job is to motivate and inspire people to take action, to engage. The key word in all community is about engagement. Imagine in a community where nobody talks to each other. The community is called a dead community. So you don't want that. So all you want is to have cheerleader creating some gift, some challenge, so that people would know, okay, I need to continuously engage in this community in order to take the most benefits from that. So you want a cheerleader to be in the house. The next one is called community manager. So this is called the policeman. Not like cheerleader to inspire people to engage and to create challenges so that people can participate. On the other hand, community manager is to enforce, or we call police, the context of the community. Because there could be people. What happens is that they don't know the rules clearly. They may have done something in the community and they are in breach of the rules. So as a community manager, your job is to police, enforce the rules so that the context remains intact. Sometimes the members may do it accidentally. So for example, in a common Facebook group, some people who do not know the rule, what happens is that they just they just type a post, and this post may sound like a bit pitchy, may actually put somebody down, or they criticize, attack some other people. So as part of the community, we normally would not inculcate that kind of post because that is called negative energy. So the community manager's job is to make sure that such posts are being filtered out. And of course, the community manager may decide, okay, this can be just the first warning. If it happens again, the person will be out. So that is called policeman in the community. The last one is called the coach/expert. Coach/expert. Because sometimes when you are in the community, your idea, your wish is to have to actually learn something. So who is going to teach? Who is going to put in effort to put in more information in learning? Is that the networker? Is that the promoter? Is that the cheerleader? Is that the community manager? No, 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 no. You're right. All no's. Because it should be the coach or the expert. The expert is going to give the values so that people can stick together and learn something together. The key thing is that help them learn together, stick together, and move together. So that's the role of the coach and expert. So now that you know these are the 5 roles that can happen in a community, so what must you understand? Why is it relevant? The question is, why is it relevant? Very simple. So when you build a community as part of your close, when you say, okay, for those who embrace my offer, not only you will get this and this, you are able to join a Facebook community. Okay, so let's suppose that you talk about joining a Facebook community. You've got to give a little bit reasons why this is valuable. I've seen people who actually put, okay, as part of their close, you can join a Facebook community. And the best part of that is they put a value there, $47, $97. So think about my previous video of talking on building up the value. If you can explain why it is valuable in this community, what you can learn, what you can expect, when you are clear what role you are going to play in this community, isn't it true that you are able to beef up the value of this community? It may not be just $47. If let's say you decide to continue advanced training in this group, the value could well be $5,000, $10,000. You see, this how you can build the value of the community. Because I do see, as I said earlier, people just put its value $47. So $47, what do you think the community will be? It's just a gathering place. Because when it is $47, think about it, it's just like going to the restaurant and hang out. Does that make sense? Comment below if it makes sense. So therefore, it is important as part of building values, as part of you incorporating the community or the tribe as a close, be absolutely clear what role you are playing. So for example, when you're a promoter, you just build a community. So you are prepared, you are about to say, oh, the value is $47. Is it possible to bring an expert to come in to provide advanced training? And as a result, the value of this community goes up so that you are able to overvalue in your when you are making your offer, and people will find this irresistible. Does that make sense? Okay, so I hope that you enjoyed this video about the explanation and elaboration of a tribe or community close. I strongly suggest that you look into your next close when you decide to incorporate this community. Be absolutely clear what role you are going to play in this community, so that to do something so that this value of your community can go up. Does that make sense? All right, so that's the end of this video. If you have any questions, comment about speaking, training, and facilitation, comment below, and I will consider answering some of these questions in the form of future videos. And my name is Jack Wong. I hope our path crosses in future, whether in the forms of videos or physical touch. All good wishes.